Ding. All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. As usual, there's a little bit of a delay between what I do and what shows on the YouTube live stream. So please bear with me. Oh, I turned the wrong thing down. I'm trying to turn down the volume so that I don't get distracted. Okay, maybe that'll work. Thank you guys for hanging with me and bearing with me. All right. It is Monday at 12:15 and we are getting ready for our chair yoga practice for today. Today's practice, we're going to focus a little bit on some of the things that we have learned in the past with our sun salutations, but we are also going to incorporate some sciatica relief in today's practice. So, if you will, let's go ahead and find your chair. Once again, I recommend that you find a chair that doesn't have arms, just gives you a little bit more movement. And today, you might want to use a strap or a belt or anything that you might be able to put around your leg or around your foot and be able to use it to help you hold that foot up. Okay, I'm going to have my strap right here. And I'll give you just a second or two if you'd like to grab something like that, and then we'll get started. So if you already have your strap, or when you get your strap or your belt, go ahead and find your comfortable seat. You can sit all the way back in your chair, or you can sit at the front. You want to have your knees at the same plane as your hips and your ankles at 90 degrees to your knees. So feet flat on the floor. You can place your hands on your thighs, or you can have them down by your side. It's whatever feels right to you. And then we're going to check in. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Let's take a moment right here and right now just to focus on any feelings in your body. Maybe notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Maybe notice the feel of the air on your skin. Maybe notice any sounds around you. It is okay to notice sounds both inside and outside of your practice space, but once you notice them and acknowledge them, let them go with no judgment. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, now is a good time to do so. That can be a goal for your practice or your life. It can be a mantra, a focus word, or even a prayer. And in chair yoga, we keep it simple, but we are going to do some breathing. So if you will, place one hand over your heart center and maybe one hand over your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose, all the way down into your lungs and into your belly. And then exhale out through your nose, bringing your navel towards your spine. Inhale in through your nose, down into your belly. Exhale out through your nose, navel to spine. Inhale in through your nose, down into your belly. Exhale out through your nose, navel to spine. Inhale in through your nose, down into your belly. Exhale out through your nose, navel to spine, and go ahead and drop your hands down by your side. All right, you can keep the hands down here or you can place them back on your thighs. We're just going to do a little neck movement here. So on an inhale, I'm going to invite you to look towards the sky. And on an exhale, look down towards your lap. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. On your inhale, bring your gaze back to neutral. And then on an exhale, we're going to look over the right shoulder. On an inhale, we're going to take that gaze all the way back over the left shoulder. Exhale, look over the right. Take it slow. Inhale, look over the left. Exhale, look over the right. Inhale, look over the left. Exhale, look over the right. Exhale, look over the left. Or inhale, look over the left. Good. Exhale, bring that gaze back to center. Now drop those hands down by your side. On an inhale, sweep those hands up all the way to the sky. We're going to take the right hand to just above the ear. And we're not going to pull on the head, but we're going to drop that left arm down parallel to the floor. And we're going to drop the right ear to our shoulder. Don't pull it down, just using that hand as a little weight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, release. Bring that right hand down parallel to the floor and straighten the head. Flip the palms up. Inhale, both hands up overhead. We're going to take the left hand now to just above the right ear. Drop that right hand back down parallel to the mat, to the floor, and then take that left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, drop that hand down, release the left hand and straighten the head. Bring it back to neutral. Next inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. We're going to drop that left hand down. And if you can, hold on to the chair with that left hand. Otherwise, just leave it down. And we're going to lean to the left, stretching out the right side of our body. Try to push into that right hip. You can open the heart center looking up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe lean a little further, but keep pushing into that right hip. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe lean a little further. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, take both hands up to the sky. And then we're going to twist to the right. Left hand goes on the right leg. Right hand goes behind. You can even grab onto the back of that chair. Maybe look over that right shoulder and breathe for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to sweep the hands up and bring it all back to center. Inhaling here. On the exhale, drop the right hand and lean over to the right. 4 breaths. Inhale. You can open that heart center, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe lean a little further, but push into that left hip. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Maybe lean a little further. And exhale. When you're ready, on an inhale, sweep both hands up. Bring it all back to center. Inhaling here. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Right hand on left leg. Got to move the hair. Left hand behind. Option to look over that left shoulder, or you can look straight ahead at the left wall. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, sweep the hands up, bring it all back to center. Bring the palms together overhead and draw the palms down to your heart center. All right, we are going to drop the hands down to your thighs for our seated cat-cows. On your next inhale, I want you to push your heart center forward. You're tilting your pelvis back and you're going to look up. So arch that back. And then on the exhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward, round the back, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, open it up. This is your cow. Heart center forward, arching the back. Exhale, round the back, cat. Inhale, arch the back, cow. Exhale, round the back, cat. Inhale, arch the back, cow. Exhale, round the back, cat. Inhale, slowly bring the spine back to its neutral position, looking straight ahead. Once again, bring your hands to heart center. Good. We're moving into our sun salutation. We're going to do B today. So inhale, push the hands up overhead, extended mountain. And then exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Plant the palms on your thighs. Slowly push yourself up to your seated position. We're going to draw that right foot back and stretch that foot out. So toes are on the ground, heel is in the air, stretching that foot. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take that foot back to flat. Other side, take the left foot back, pressing into the toes, lifting the heels. Inhale and exhale. All right, bring that foot back to flat. Drop those hands down by your side. You can stay seated backwards, but I'm going to come to the front of my chair a little bit for this next part. Inhale, sweeping the hands up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to draw the feet back to come up onto the toes, and then we are going to lean forward into our plank pose. 4 breaths right here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, pull those hands back, elbows against the body. This is like our push-up or to our cobra. Inhale, still up on your toes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to drop those hands down. We're going to bring the feet to flat and we're going to forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, plant the palms on those thighs. Slowly roll up to our starting position. Drop your hands down by your side. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Plant the palms, slowly roll up to our starting position. We're going to pull the foot back, stretching out those toes, stretching out the bottom of the foot, of the right foot. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that foot back to flat. And then bring that left foot in, stretching out the toes, lifting the heels. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring that foot back to flat. Drop the hands down by your side. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to come up onto the toes. You can draw those feet slightly back if you want. Hinge forward at the waist. Flex the palms into our plank or our down dog. Inhale. Exhale. This is plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This is active. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, pull those elbows back into your chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, still up on the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, drop those hands down by your side. Drop the feet. Bring them back under your knees or ankles under the knees and forward fold. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, plant the hands on the thighs. Slowly roll up to seated. Drop the hands down by your side. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Bring the palms together overhead. And exhale, draw those palms down to center. All right, we're going to start to work on our sciatica relief now. So if you are still seated back in the chair, you might want to come a little bit forward, but I probably wouldn't come quite as forward as I am, maybe just a little bit. Okay. All right. So our next pose is we're going to be doing half wind release. So we're going to take that right thigh and we're going to hug it in. And if you want, you can open your heart center and we're going to hold it for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take that foot across the body. You want the ankle on the opposite side of your knee if you can, and we're going to let that, don't ever push on the knee, but you can push on the thigh a little bit into your figure 4. If you need to move forward to make that a little bit more accessible, feel free to do that as well. And you can let your hands rest on your calves or on your shins. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, you have an option for this next one. You can either take your peace fingers around your big toe and take it out in front of you, or remember that strap or the buckle or belt I told you that you might want to get handy. You can take that around the bottom of your foot and take it out in front of you. Either way works. You want to try to keep your spine straight though. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to continue using my strap since I have it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, I might be limited with space, but you're going to try to take that foot out to the side as much as you can. Hold it for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, bring that foot forward, release the strap, and drop that foot down to the floor. All right, guess what? Other side. I'm going to put my strap to the side here. Stack it all up, head over heart, heart over belly. And then when you're ready, we need to lift that left knee up and squeeze it in, half wind release, 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, release. Take that foot across the other side. So left foot across the right. You want the ankle to be on the opposite side of your knee, if at all possible. Stack it all up, head over heart, heart over belly, and 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you may notice this side might feel a little more open than the other or closed. Inhale, that's okay. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, peace fingers or that strap around the big toe, taking it out in front, or take your strap, oh goodness, I've made a mess, around your foot and take it out in front. And you can use both hands. You don't have to use just one hand. Yeah. Try to keep that spine straight. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take that leg out to the side. Yes. Inhale, try to keep that spine straight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, bring that foot in. Release the strap. Drop the foot and put it over to the side. We are going to do one more full sequence of those. Okay, so sit everything up straight, knees parallel to hips, ankles at 90 degrees. Inhale here. On your next exhale, hug that right knee into your heart center. Half wind release. 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, take that leg across into your figure 4. You want the ankle on the opposite side of the knee. And we're going to breathe. Let's do 6 breaths here because this really works on that sciatic nerve. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, if you're using the strap, grab the strap. If you're just using your fingers, that's fine too. Take that strap around the bottom of the foot and then kick that foot out in front. Try to keep your spine straight. So maybe use both hands to hold on. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And on the exhale, take that foot out to the side as far as you can go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, draw that foot back and release. Bring the foot to the floor. All right. Other side, putting that strap over to the side. We're going to hug the left knee into the heart center. 4 breaths right here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, take that foot across the other leg. So left ankle should be on the outside of the right knee. Let that left knee drop down as much as you can. It's okay if yours looks like this. As long as you cross it, you're just fine. Try to sit up straight, head over heart, heart over belly. We're going to do 6 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If this is all you have time for and you have sciatic pain, do this. Okay? Grab your strap or your peace fingers, place it around the bottom of your foot, and kick it out in front. Sitting up straight, hold for 4. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, take that leg out to the side. You can hold on to your chair if you need or want to here too. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. On the exhale, bring that foot back to center. Release and drop that foot down to the floor. Go ahead and put your strap or belt off to the side. Sitting up straight, feet flat on the floor, we're going to start to wind down our practice. So for here, we're going to inhale. We're going to take the head down to the chest. And then on the exhale, we're going to make some slow circles with that head or the neck. We're circling first to the left and then over to the right. Let's do 4 of those. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I tense up when I got to hold my foot up in the air. And then stop with the chin to the chest and then take it to the opposite direction, at least 4. Keep breathing in through the nose all the way down into the belly. And then slowly bring the gaze back to neutral. All right, drop the hands down by your side. Inhale, sweep those hands up overhead. We're going to take the fingertips to our shoulders. Now drop those shoulders down. They don't need to be up by your ears. Drop them down. This is our final spinal. It's going to be a little active today. So inhaling here, we're going to exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, twist left. And exhale, twist right. Good. Bring that gaze back to center and drop those hands down by your side. On an inhale, sweep your hands up overhead, bring the palms together, and exhale, draw those hands down to your heart center. All right. It's a shorter practice today, and I want to invite you to take a moment after we finish up in your space to relax and take your sitting Savasana, but I am not going to lead you through it. So we're going to close it out here today. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in your practice. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. And yes, please take a moment to relax in your Savasana before you go back into your Monday workday.